What's up, YouTube? It's Mike coming back at you with another video here. So I'm gonna put off the Mass Effect playthrough for just this video, and then I'll resume it. I'll most likely have another Mass Effect video for you on Thursday. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a specific thing because I ended up doing something on Monday, and or technically it was Sunday night, so I was really hyped for it. So I really wanted to talk about this topic. So basically, the topic of the video is going to be based on a song, but it's also going to be based on a movie. And yeah, I'm extremely hyped for both of them. So basically, the song is "Alien" by Pennywise, and it's a song that I just recently heard. But the song literally came out in 1999. It was a long time ago. So, I just got done. I recently listened to it, and it's becoming like one of my favorite songs. It's really cool. It has a god tier guitar riff. It sounds just awesome, and the lyrics are really cool too because it feels like it's like relating to, kind of like aliens taking over the world in a way, and things that you can and can't believe. And it's a really good song. If you ever get a chance, check it out. Since I'm a big passion for music on this channel, but also I have a sorry, almost died there. Anyway, I have a passion for music and like movies and stuff like that and gaming, so it'll be pretty sick because you're probably gonna see Bloodborne Bloodborne gameplay in the background here because I finally got the Elgato to capture stuff. So I'm really hyped for this video. It should be really sick. So it's all kind of revolving around aliens and Cthulhu and like H.P. Lovecraft and stuff. So the movie that I wanted to talk about though is a movie called The Mist. It's a Stephen King movie, and I guarantee you it's heavily inspired from H.P. Lovecraft, the creator of Cthulhu and that kind of thing. But I recently watched that movie on Sunday night, and it's funny because I've never seen that movie, which is crazy because it came out in like 2007 or 8 or something like that. But the thing is, though, is that I have so many movies that I still need to watch, and I own like a ton of them, and I just have slowly been watching them over time. But I have seen a fair share of horror movies, not like an insane amount, because I know there's a lot of people that have probably seen like a ton of horror movies, like most of like their library's been that. But I've seen quite a few. I've seen Pet Sematary, I've seen It by Stephen King, I've seen all the Chucky movies, all the Saw movies, like all the Final Destination movies, like just a ton of other stuff too, like Blair Witch, Conjuring, just tons and tons of other horror movies, but not to like the max amount, like where I've seen like every Freddy movie and every Jason movie and every Nightmare on, or like, what is it, freaking Halloween movie. Even though I own them all, I just have to get around to eventually watching them all. So, but yes, I came to a conclusion on Monday after watching this movie that this is, or Sunday night, keep getting that wrong, but this is probably my favorite horror movie I've ever seen. It's so good. There's so many cool things about it that I love because like it starts out and it's like kind of a slow build, and the movie makes you think so much because they like they go into this store and like they got to get supplies because there was a huge storm the night previous, and they go into a store and they're gonna get some supplies for their like house to fix some stuff and like just get some groceries, and like there's a lot of people at the store, and eventually there's a mist that comes over and there's monsters that end up being in the mist, and it's kind of like a Lovecraft cosmic horror type thing where there's like these like tentacle alienoid weird space looking beings that show up. And basically it was off of a government project that there was this government project that went wrong on the mountain where they're by, and they're in like Maine or something like that in the movie. And there's a government project that goes wrong, and it like enters like let's say like a dimension, like another dimension, apparently into our world, and there's just a bunch of creatures that invade it. And I really wish the creatures looked a little bit better, but obviously at the time they probably just didn't have the money for it and the technology quite as we do now, but it's so cool. Like, I don't know, like I've always loved like Lovecraft, like just that kind of horror is it's so cool and it's so rare too. They don't make many movies on it, it feels like, and I really wish they did more because it's so good. Like Bloodborne is a one of a kind. The Mist is a one of a kind. Like the ending is so bad. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's like so crazy and like it's just so nuts. And like the one thing I wanted to talk about, and you'll probably see see like the cover of this video, is kind of that giant behemoth towards the end of the movie that they come across, and it's so cool to see that because it's like it makes you think like how on earth did the military kill that, for one, if that's how the like some movie somewhat ends without spoiling it. How did the military take that thing down? But I had also another theory about it. Maybe that thing got sucked back into the portal somehow or disintegrated after they closed it. But still, it's awesome. And I watched another video too on like megalophobia, where it's like things that are huge. You're afraid of things that are gigantic. And I thought that was cool because that was what was like one of the things that inspired me to like. I was like, okay, I gotta watch this movie now because I own it. But I was like, I'd never seen it. So I went and watched it, and I have to say it's probably my favorite horror movie of all time that I've seen so far. And it was so good. And another thing I wanted to go off on this topic is, what if this like whole Mist thing? Obviously, I know it's a movie, but I always like to deep dive into stuff like this. Like, even though it probably will never happen, but it's like, to me, I'm thinking outside the box when I think about this stuff. What if this actually did happen? I feel like, in a way, obviously, it would be horrifying and it would be the end of the world. But sometimes I feel like the world needs it. Because it's getting out of control as of lately. Like, I've made so many videos on the world state and how things just seem really bad. And just kind of going off of that. But anyway, it's like, the other thing I wanted to say is, you got like, imagine that though, like Area 51 or whatever, like that kind of thing. Imagine if there was creatures that actually like came from another dimension. Like, what if there is other dimensions, and we don't know about it yet, and someday a dimension does open like the Mist and ends up being like that in real life. And I think it would just be nuts because obviously you know for a fact that you're probably going to die. But I think at the same time, it would be really cool because it would be something finally different for once. Like, instead of your normal basic human routine that doesn't really vary all that often, it feels like, at least for me, it would be something awesome. Like, I would like bow down to these creatures because they're something you've never ever seen before. And they're probably like more intelligent than we'll ever be. So like, just seeing something like that giant creature in the movie, like, I'd almost just like praise it. You know, I wouldn't even care if it kills me because of how cool it is. Like, I don't know, and like, that's how I feel about the creature in the movie too. It's just like, it ignores the people in the car because it's so big. It doesn't like do anything to them. But the funny thing is that thing steps on them, they're just like 6 feet under already into the ground because that's how big of a smash like it's gonna leave when it steps because it's so big. But it's just, I don't know, it's so neat. And that scene at the end is probably my favorite scene in the whole movie because it hits so hard. It's like we as humans, I don't think, understand the scale of other like giant things, and it's so cool to see that proportion and be like, that's epic. And like, the design of that monster was phenomenal. It was so cool. But yeah, I don't know. I really wish they'd make more movies like it. Like, more Cthulhu type, like, I don't even know if there's ever even been an actual movie where Cthulhu emerges, like basically like a end of the world type thing, but Cthulhu comes out of the ground or like out of the water or whatever, just starts destroying everything. I don't feel like there's ever been a movie like that. And if there was, it probably like a tiny little piece of it. It wasn't about Cthulhu itself, but it'd be kind of hard to make it like an hour and a half to 2 hour long movie just about Cthulhu emerging. But still, you could have like other creatures like the mist come out before he emerges, and like people are starting to get worried and like kill them all off, and then eventually the end, like Cthulhu comes out, and it's like this is the end of the world. I don't know, it'd be cool, but like for some reason I'm fascinated with the end of the world, which sounds kind of insane, but it's just I don't know. There's something about it that's like it's scary, but it's like beautiful at the same time. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to go on this topic today and kind of just do that video like that, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, but I'll see you guys in the next one.